Good afternoon and welcome to the April 2018 Finance Committee meeting. First up on the agenda is behind tab 3, the meeting minutes from the March 6th, 2018 meeting of the Finance Committee. Now everyone's had a chance to review them. Can I please get a motion to approve those meeting minutes? Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion carries. Can I please get a motion to go into executive session to discuss the financial and credit history of a particular entity?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Thank you. No action was taken in executive session other than to leave the executive session. So now we're going to go discuss the resolution of today's committee meeting. First up, behind tab 5 is NYU, and that will be presented by Dave. Dave?
Mr. Chairman, the staff report provided to the Finance Committee recommends 4 series of tax-exempt and/or taxable fixed annual variable rate bonds and an amount not to exceed $790 million, with maturities not to exceed 40 years on behalf of New York University. Bond proceeds will be used to finance numerous construction and renovation projects located throughout the NYU system and to refinance a portion of amounts drawn on the university's lines of credit for various capital projects. Those projects are detailed in the staff report, but just to highlight some of the larger projects that will be financed. First is the construction of a mixed-use facility at 181 Mercer Street, which will include a modern athletic facility, new classrooms, performing arts space, and a student and faculty housing. Construction and equipping of a new approximately 350,000 square foot building at 435 East 30th Street to house advanced medical research facilities for the School of Medicine, and improvements to facilities located at the university's Brooklyn campus, including 370 J Street. As far as security for the proposed issuance, Moody's has assigned a rating of AA2 to the outstanding obligations of the university with a stable outlook, and S&P has rated the university's obligations AA- with a stable outlook. So accordingly, the university qualifies for an unsecured borrowing under DASNY's financing guidelines for independent institutions. I think the Finance Committee is pretty familiar with the credit of NYU, so I'll just highlight a couple of recent trends. For fall of 2017, the university received 64,000 applications for first-time, full-time freshmen, which is the 10th year in a row of record applications. And total headcount at NYU increased to 51,123 for fall 2017. University's overall revenue mix is diverse. For fiscal year 2017, only 30% of the university's total operating revenues came from net tuition and fees. And lastly, NYU reported total net assets in excess of $5.69 billion for fiscal year 2017, which is a 26% increase over 5 years. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Dave. Any questions or concerns?
I have none. None here, Mr. Chairman.
Nor do I, except to note that NYU is a wonderful institution, very important part of New York City economy. It's a pleasure to do business with. Can I get a motion to recommend approval of this offering?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? None? Hearing none, that motion carries. Thank you. Tab 6. New York, no, what is it? School District Revenue Bond Financing Program.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You'll recall at the February 7th board meeting, the board authorized and adopted the necessary documents for the issuance of multiple series of bonds on behalf of various New York State school districts. At that time, as in previous years, staff requested an amount not to exceed $500 million, which has historically been sufficient to accommodate a June new money pool and band refinancing pool. Increased demand from school districts for a DASNY pool is now expected to result in a larger June 2018 pool than in previous years. To date, we've received responses from 60 school districts who wish to participate. And based on the new money and band refinancing needs of those school districts, it's likely that the total par amount will exceed $500 million and will likely approach $600 million. So just as a point of reference, the last two pools, which have been on the larger side, were around 300 million with 40 districts. So this is quite a bit larger than the previous pools. So bottom line, to accommodate the current demand for a new money in band for refinancing pool, we're recommending the board adopt the necessary amendments to the documents at the February 7th, that were adopted at the February 7th meeting to increase that not to exceed amount from 500 million to 700 million. Sure.
Thank you. Any questions or concerns?
Didn't have any, Mr. Chairman. None for me.
Could you just remind me the bonds, the individual bonds themselves, they go back to the individual school districts and the residents of those districts vote on those
Correct.
bonds to approve them and then that still stays, nothing changed?
That's true.
Can I get a motion please to,
So moved.
Second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? None. Hearing none, that motion carries. Anything else on the agenda? None? I ask the motion to adjourn.
So, second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Thank you very much.